Hello everybody and welcome back to another vintage versus classified comparison here. And um yeah, we got Alpine finally for the classified line, and I think for the most part I think the classified one is pretty okay. I mean, I think I rated it a 3 out of 5 because some of the articulation is very tight and the arms don't go up as much, and the face sculpt, it's decent, but it's nothing too crazy. And to me it just seemed a little weird how he looks. But going from our vintage to the classified here, it is pretty good representation of the character. I will say color tone wise, I think classified kind of missed the mark a bit in a few areas, and we'll get into that. But another area they missed the mark on was having a backpack piece like the vintage one here. And then I think this is what came with Alpine originally, which is some sort of like SMG. It's a weird, not even, this is more like a harpoon. I don't know, you can see like the wire or string there, and it's just this like basic GI Joe rifle, like laser rifle, just with this added thingies here. But it's still like an interesting, unique looking gun, and we didn't get that sort of uniqueness with the classified. I mean, we got these new ice pick accessories or climbing hooks, whatever you want to call them, but all we had was some reuse from the Alley Viper, which was a bit unfortunate, and a actual hook. So that's the differences in accessories. Obviously classified, we can remove the hat and the goggles and even this rope, which, looking at it now, it's facing the wrong way compared to the vintage one. As you can see, this one goes this way, and they did it this way. It's not a big issue for me, but I know some people do care about that. But to me, in terms of color tone, I think the classified missed the mark a bit. Starting down here with the boots, they're green, for both of them, but this is a much darker green with some black, which I do prefer this darker green compared to this sort of lighter green. And the black highlights kind of help the boots here, but the pants on this one are like an off brown. I don't know how to describe it. I do much rather prefer this brown on the vintage one. It's just a me preference thing. I also don't like the paint here for these pouches. It just seems very sloppy. And we didn't even have pouches on this guy, so we had these like silver rings, obviously for like mountain climbing. You can like hook on ropes and whatnot. But we got pouches with the classified, and we got all this gear here for the hooks and whatnot. So I mean, that's cool and all, it's an added piece. It's nicely sculpted and painted, even on the back here. And then we have this little pouch thing, which does not open. I wish it kind of did. But you just have the strings and whatnot going all the way around. And then with the vintage one, we have back pockets, and we didn't have all that rig system. We just had a belt, these sort of little contraptions here, and the smaller pouch on this side. And then we have the white shirt, which we got with the classified, but this time it says Idaho, and I think it's a nice shirt, just showing off where he's from. Now the jacket, I don't mind this tone of green color, like I mentioned with the boots. I don't mind the green because this is also like an off green, very weird color. And then we have obviously the rope and like the black padding, which we got with the classified. Black padding there. We have these straps here sculpted on the vintage one, which we also got with the classified, but they're in that black, so it's very cool to see. We have the shoulder here with the padding also in black. We have the arm that goes green, and then we have the nice little bit of brown here, which I do like that brown, and there's even like a two-tone green going on here, like a much darker green there. And yeah, I mean, the vintage one had more like, I don't know, like longer gloves, sort of like almost like this is some sort of costume, or like I don't know what's going on here. But Classified just gave us the black gloves with like the exposed fingers, which is cool. I mean, I think that's a nice little change there. On the back, let's see if we also have that same padding going on. This one goes more or less like around, starts here and goes all the way around to the back, whereas this one is just a square, and this just sort of ends here at the armpit. So nothing too crazy going on there. But yeah, I still love the vintage one. You know, even the hat has a different color tone. We have brown and we have green on this one. And then yeah, I like that the goggles on the vintage one were sort of see-through. I mean, because there's no plastic in front of it, it's just like the frame, but still gives the illusion that he's wearing goggles, and I think that's pretty neat. You still have that same emblem here in the front of the vintage one, if you can see that. A little zoom in here, but we have the same thing with the classified version over here. It's just painted in silver. We have the same ridges, and again, the goggles are clear, so you can see his eyes. Yeah, I think it's a pretty good representation of the vintage figure in classified form. I know some people weren't too happy with how he came out. I'm overall okay with it, and I'm satisfied with how he came out. So, no major complaints from me here. I like them both. I still do like, I don't know, the brown just stands out to me in the vintage one. So if they would have matched that a little more closely, I think I would have liked this classified a little bit more. But I think that mostly does it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison video, and I'll see you guys in a future video.